Yo, what is going on, you guys? My name is Crazy Pie. In this video, we're going to be talking about if the R-301 is actually worse in Apex Legends. Because if you guys don't know, it actually did get a recent update / nerf because it was a little bit too easy to use, and it was one of those guns that people have basically already mastered, so they made it a little bit harder to use within Apex Legends. And how they did that was by increasing the vertical and horizontal recoil, slightly increased recoil pattern randomness, and then it says in the designer notes that they've made these changes as we've seen that the R-301 is a bit stronger than intended at long range, and they have adjusted the recoil to balance keeping it effective at medium to close range, which is the original intent. But if it should be more difficult for players to auto fire, is still a laser enemies at long distances. So basically what's going to happen here is the R-301 has basically been changed into a lot harder of a weapon to use. You can't use it at a longer range anymore. You have to pretty much use it at a closer range, but you can still do it at medium to long range, but it's not going to be as much of a laser. All right, the recoil is still a little bit, a little bit bad, if you will. But now that that is out of the way, that's what they did to the R-301. But let's talk about the actual stats, and let's go ahead and we'll hop into a game as we actually do these stats as well. So the actual stats for the R-301 here relatively stay the same here. So it's not so much that it is a bad weapon. Obviously we're going to be talking about how it performs in the game as well here, but it uses light rounds, as you guys obviously know, magazine size of 18, so even if the recoil is a little bit bad, you still do have a lot of bullets in your clip to try and get a couple guys in these squads. So even if you are fighting a medium to longer range engagement, you might run out of a little bit, you might run out of ammo a little bit there, but you still do have a good amount of bullets inside of your mag to hopefully finish out a gunfight. The reload speed is only 2.40 seconds if you do a tactical reload, and then the full reload speed, which is basically when you run fully out of ammo, comes in at a whopping 3.20 seconds, which is a little long in my opinion, but it is still a good reload. Every single time you're going to damage someone in the body, it's only going to be for 14 damage, 28 every single time you hit him in the head, and 10.5 every single leg shot. This is kind of iffy. Alright, the R-301 used to be very good because you had such good recoil control, but now you don't really have that good of recoil control, and the damage is fairly low, so you're not going to be able to hit off as much damage because you don't really have that well of accuracy when you're using this thing. So that kind of sucks. I mean, the 28 damage to the head, you're going to have to practice and practice and practice controlling this recoil, but they did actually increase the randomness factor to the recoil as well, so you're going to obviously have to try that out and see how you like it for yourself. The fire rate is coming in at 13.5 shots per second, which is fairly high. The R-301 always had a pretty decent fire rate. And then the draw time, 0.60 seconds, so it's a pretty fast ADS speed. The ADS movement speed is only 50%, so you are going to be moving at half speed, half of your walking speed when you are ADSing. And that's pretty much all you gotta know for this. How does it perform in game? Pretty much the same. Honestly, you can't really fight that much long range engagements, I'd say, with this thing. You'd kind of have to stay a little bit more on the close range engagement style of, not so much like an R-99 type of gunfight, but you still will want to try to, stay a little bit in the medium type of gunfights. You don't really want to try to fight those extremely long range gunfights that you used to be able to fight. So you're not going to really want to try and shoot at people if you're, I'd say, maybe 100 meters away. You still could. You're going to want to try and maybe tap fire, but you also have that single shot ability with the R-301. Mind you, it does feel a little bit weird to use it that way, but that's just the sad reality of how the R-301 is going. Do I think that the R-301 is dead? Absolutely not. Do I think it's still a fun gun to use? 100%. Do I think you should use something like a Hemlock though? Honestly, I don't think the R-301 is bad. I don't think it's, worth switching over to a different gun instead, but I do feel like if you want to try other guns out now and use different guns, I do feel like now this is the time to, hop into a game and practice with different guns instead of just maining the R-99. You're going to want to try and practice with various different guns so that obviously you're not going to become complacent and reliant on only one gun. So I'd say if you've, become accustomed to using the R-301 all the time, and And I know I just said R-99 a bunch of times and that was my bad. You know, I'd say now it's probably the perfect time to switch up and try a different gun that maybe you never tried before, but you want to get good with. So try it out. Tell me if you like it down in the comment section below. Tell me what guns you guys are rocking in Apex Legends. I'm actually curious to see which ones you guys like, and I'm excited. You know, this is going to be a good, you know, last end of the season. Hopefully you guys are finishing all of your challenges now, and we are, you know, getting those battle passes wrapped up here with about 36 days, 22 hours left in the season. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys tomorrow, or in 2 days from now, for another Apex video. After this weekend, I am only on, you know, working on weekends, so we will hopefully be able to do daily uploads again once I go back to college. But I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. I'll see you guys tomorrow for another video, or in 2 days for another video, sorry. Instagram link down below. I'm going to try and hopefully learn how to post on there now. I really want to learn how to post on Instagram again, like from videos from my computer so I can post clips. But yeah, see you guys soon. Have a good day.
It's just fired.